Joining me now on the phone is Dave Schrader, who is with the Red Cross at a shelter in Philadelphia. Dave, explain what we're seeing, or what you are seeing, rather, in Philadelphia.
Well, within the last hour and a half, it was a pretty severe span of really bad weather, heavy rain, driving rain. It was pretty intense. It's calmed a great deal since then. We have in this particular shelter about 25 people. It's lights out now, but they're coming in little by little. A family of 5 walked in a little while ago during the height of that storm, and they were so grateful that they made it. So that was good to see. I know the city, there's been lots of watches and warnings going on all night. It's been relatively tense, but so far I haven't heard of anything catastrophic happening or anything like that so far, so that's great news.
And the big thing to remind everybody about Philadelphia is the fact that the city has the 2 rivers roughly on either side of it, with the Schuylkill River, the Delaware River. And how many people, Dave, could the shelters hold there? I know you said you have roughly 25 people there now, but what were you anticipating or expected to be prepared for?
Well, we have 13 shelters open altogether around the Philadelphia area. There's a capacity of about 2,500 that we have cots right now for. We could easily double or even triple that if necessary, but we're nowhere near those numbers right now.
And is storm surge also the big concern, as I pointed out, with the 2 rivers there in Philadelphia?
Flooding is certainly the primary concern of the city and the emergency management officials. It's a really big concern. They're monitoring it very, very closely. And I know that there are a lot of little creeks as well, that a lot of neighborhoods in and around the counties are also very susceptible to flooding. So that's what they're watching as well.
Have you heard any hard and fast numbers about what the power outages people are experiencing in and around Philadelphia?
Nothing that I would be able to firmly confirm. I know there's been sporadic numbers, but I couldn't give you an exact number.
All right, Dave Schrader with the Red Cross in Philadelphia. Dave, we're going to let you go and get back to work, but thanks for your time tonight. We appreciate it.
All right, we are back, folks.
Though Irene may long be gone, Philly's mayor is warning there could still be dangers out there. He talks about historical flooding already. Dave Schrader is Director of Communications for the Pennsylvania Red Cross. Dave, how are you? Good evening.
I'm fine. Thanks for having me on.
How are you able to help folks in these early stages?
The primary thing the Red Cross is doing right now is sheltering people who have been displaced. That is still our primary focus. We have several, more than a half dozen shelters open in the Philadelphia area. We've closed a couple because people no longer needed to stay there. We've consolidated some of them. But we have well over 300 people still staying in shelters in the Philadelphia area. And there's possibly maybe opening more because flooding in our northeastern area of the Philadelphia area, the water is still rising there.
Yeah, it is rising and will for some time. That's our understanding. Are people taking advantage of your service?
Well, the people are definitely using it. We're making it available, and they are using it. They've been very gracious and they've been very patient. It is a difficult time for everyone, but they're taking it very well, taking it in stride. And they're very appreciative of the help that we are providing.
Yeah. When they come to you, what do they show up with? Do they have much?
Surprisingly, there have been a fair amount. I remember I was at a shelter at 2 o'clock in the morning, and a family of 6 people strolled in soaking wet with 4 or 5 garbage bags of stuff. They tried to wait it out. It was just too difficult, and they came in spent, and they were just so grateful for the Red Cross to have the shelter open available to them.
I bet they were. Did you find that, for the most part, people prepared for this storm?
Yes, I think that's really been making a huge difference. That a lot of times people said initially, oh, it wasn't as bad as we thought. Well, first of all, that turned out not to be true. But second of all, even if it was, it's because we were prepared for it. We took precautions, and it just makes it seem a lot less difficult.
I bet it does. Some brotherly love from you tonight, Dave. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Dave Schrader from the Red Cross, working Philadelphia, which is going to need some help in the coming days. Thanks for that, Dave.